Hi, friends. I just wanted to thank all of you for the subscribing, for the sharing, for the support, for the kind comments. It has helped. What I didn't expect in starting this YouTube channel was that it would be a bit triggering for me, that it would bring me back into past feelings and hurts, and that it would be so painful to do. But I want to do this because I feel that there's purpose in it. So I want to start really today with the Serenity Prayer. And if you haven't heard the whole Serenity Prayer, you're going to hear it today from my trusty book here. I'll slow down. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, accepting hardship as a pathway to peace, taking as Jesus did the sinful world as it is, not as I would have it. Trusting that you will make all things right if I surrender to your will, so that I may be reasonably happy in this life and supremely happy with you forever and the next. Amen. I want to say that this message today is going to be about remembering the things that matter, the things that are important, the things that are true. As I think back to the past, I remember all the times in my life where I've sensed that God, the creator of the universe, saw me, loved me, cared for me, fought for me. And it was no different in the season of abuse. I remember there would be times where I would be getting screamed and yelled at so much that I honestly thought my eardrum will rupture. He's going to make me deaf. He would yell so hard, spit would fly out of his mouth and hit my face. And you might say, why didn't she leave? Well, people who have been in abuse know there are a lot of reasons why you don't leave. One, he wouldn't let me. He took my car keys. He barricaded the door. Why didn't you tell someone? Well, because he promised me that I would never get away from him, and that if anyone ever knew, I would lose those friendships. I imagined myself trying to run away, and him being faster than me. My mind went to him tackling me in the middle of the street, scraping me up, and dragging me back inside. If I got to a neighbor's door, I imagined he would kill my neighbor, because I tried to get help. I was constantly afraid of what he might do. But in the midst of this horror, I sensed God. I sensed God's love. I sensed God's presence, and I didn't feel alone. I remember being yelled and screamed at, and in my mind, I would hear the lyrics or the words to the song that had hope. I would feel God essentially speaking to my mind and heart, I'm right here with you. There were times where I cried out to God, and honestly, my life was saved. And I just knew that God was with me. He never left me. So even as I stepped out and was getting recovery, I didn't feel alone, and I felt shame and embarrassment, all kinds of things, but I knew that God loved me. And I want to bring that up because when you go through abuse, all of the things that are real and all of the things that are true and have value have been assaulted by that person. They have tried to destroy your faith, your identity, your relationships, your values, your finances. it's kind of very little that they haven't attacked and tried to destroy. And as a result of me seeing the hand of God in all of this, and in the healing and in the recovery, I've also seen that the exact right YouTube video would pop up that would tell me the thing I needed to know next. The right book would come into my hands. The right people would talk to me. And so I do want to share one of those right books that helped me tremendously and is helping me. And it's Traumatic Cognitive Dissonance. It's by Dr. Peter Solano. He's a PhD. Wonderful book explaining what it's like to be with a narcissistic person in your life, that cluster B personality, how it wounds and hurts you, and how it creates traumatic cognitive dissonance where your brain just can't accept, like, this person is a monster, and you have the wrong kind of empathy for them. They've even trained you to have the wrong kind of empathy for them. And this book is great because there are lots of worksheets in the back that are about redefining your identity and deciding who you're going to be moving forward, and what your beliefs are moving forward, what you value moving forward. There was a great question in the book where he essentially said, if you were talking to a friend, giving them advice on what a healthy, safe person might look like, what would you say? And of course, it's the stuff you didn't do for yourself. It's the advice you didn't take for yourself, because somehow for myself, it was like, well, yeah, that's good for other people, but I guess this is the person I'm supposed to be with. Long stories, more to follow. I'd like to share with you the things that I listed. So number 1, treats me with respect, opening doors, being considerate of my needs. For instance, like, I hate XYZ show. They're like, okay, I can watch that show on my own time. Why don't we watch something you like? Trust me, that never happened in my relationship. Number 2, they listen to what I say and remember it in a safe way. So you might be confused, but if you're a person that has been in an abusive relationship, you know that this person essentially got a lot of intel on you. They profiled you, and everything you ever told them, they have remembered, but it's remembered to wound you in the same way you were hurt in the past, to use against you in the future. Really, that's what it is. It's to use it against you, not like, oh, I remembered she likes chocolate chip ice cream. I'm going to make sure that we have chocolate chip ice cream on this special day. Or, oh, I remember that she told me her sister's coming to town. Maybe I should, like, offer to take her dog for a walk while she's out or away with her family. There's safe remembering, and then there's the I want to know everything about you so I know how to control you best. Number 3, they don't shout at me and they speak in a respectful way and a respectful tone. I just told you about being yelled and screamed at. Self-explanatory, I think. They buy me gifts and pay for things without holding it against me or without carrying a balance sheet. I can't tell you how many times I wished a gift hadn't been given to me or a nice thing hadn't been done for me, because there was always a cost. It was, I'm so selfish for letting him do that helpful thing. I'm so inconsiderate because I haven't thanked him 12 times yet. Or when he would fly off the handle, be angry, mean, he might do something nice to prove that it was all in my mind and my imagination. So as much as I wanted good things, I always was like, no, don't give me a gift. Oh, he's going to bring it up in an argument. He's going to use it as a tool of hurt and abuse. And it's a weird thing because abusers, in my opinion, and definitely him, he taught me to not want things, to not expect good things, to not want good things, so that he wouldn't have to give me good things. There was a punishment that came with the reward. So abusive, so awful. Number 5, this person would touch me in a safe and affectionate way. I was dragged, I was pushed, I was pulled, I was forcefully touched and such. And so, yeah, they would touch my shoulder gently or like playfully hold my hand, not drag me by my arm. A safe relationship and a safe person would stop when I say something is bothering me. I come from a family that's fairly nice. I am around generally nice people. And what I didn't realize is that when you say no or something is bothering you and the person in the room refuses to stop, that means that they are unsafe. And not that you are asking for something that you shouldn't ask for, not that you are pushing in ways that you shouldn't push, but simply put, they're just not trustworthy. And they have no value for what you need and want. That's why they're doing what they're doing. Number 7, they tell the truth and don't use information as tools of control. The person that I dated always was looking to how they could look the best in every situation, how they could manipulate people in every situation, how they could win in every situation. Number 8, they love God, which means that they reflect godly characteristics, obviously. 9, they respect their family and will respect my family. They are nice to my friends. Instead of planting those seeds of like, oh, you can't trust them. Why would you like them? Why is this person your friend? Always an abusive person will sow seeds of discontent, and they will try to create separation between you and the persons that you are connected to. They pay their own bills and don't need me to pay their bills. They clean up after themselves or are just considerate about messes and things. A selfish and abusive person is always thinking about what they need for themselves. They just are. They don't make you watch shows, etc., that you find foul or bad. They don't get drunk or high because they have self-control. They laugh and have a sense of humor. They're funny and easygoing and kind. They're safe. They compliment me honestly without hidden motives. They calmly tell you if they are bugged about something. They don't yell and scream. They defend me and protect me. Jump in to help and think nothing of it. They initiate communication. They respect my time. They value autonomy, their own identity and my identity. We're not one. We don't become one. I'm allowed to have my own opinions, my own thoughts, and my own feelings. Really? Yes. They respect my time. They value my autonomy. And they maintain friendships of their own outside of me. My friends, these are the things that healthy relationships, healthy people have and are made of. And I just wanted to encourage you. What would you tell a friend if they were dating someone? What would you tell them that they're worthy of and what they deserve? Why is it that you don't deserve that too? And the answer is you do deserve that. You do deserve to be treated well with respect and value, assuming that you are being a person of kindness and respect to yourself. Thanks for your time, friends, and I'll see you soon.